Okay, so what is the value of a college degree for somebody who really just wants to be a wife and a mother and all those things? And I'm going to step on somebody's toes no matter which way I go about this. So I want you to hear that my heart is definitely for being a godly wife and mom. Even when I was younger, I knew that there was no higher calling that I wanted than to be a wife and a mom. I just remember that from very early on that's what I wanted to be. Everything else was going to be secondary to that. And I think that came from my household and just from a desire to follow Christ. And so I want everybody to hear that when I'm talking about this road to it. So if you go back and you look 1920s, 1930s, when women really started being able to go to college more, a lot of times they were called pursuing the MRS degree, right? So the Mrs. degree. And both men and women were fine with that. Like, they knew that that was kind of the deal, that you're going to go there so that you can meet the right kind of people, that you can hang out with people, you can have this great experience of your college life, and you get to know these people and you get to experience it, and you have a shared background, a shared knowledge base that you can then discuss as you grow older together, right? And so there's a lot of history with that, where it was what it was, and nobody looked down on it. It's not a bad thing to go get a degree, knowing that you might not use it, until we started having to take out so much debt. Now that people are going into hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt for this degree, and it sets you in a bad place to start a marriage, to start a relationship, to start a life together. And so that is one of the big problems that we have to focus on for this. But the second part is that just because you get a degree and you're able to continue learning and having that knowledge does not mean that you have to go out and utilize that right then or ever. Like, you don't have to. But improving yourself, improving your knowledge base so that you can have good, longer conversations, more in-depth conversations with your spouse, and be able to be a great mother for your children because you have a knowledge base, those things are all pluses. And yet we've thrown out the baby with the bathwater a lot of times, I think, in this Christian idea that, if you want to be a housemaker and a homemaker and a wife, that you don't need the college degree. I don't think those things are exclusive of each other, save the debt. So, okay, we're gonna have to go on to another one. Goodness gracious, this is gonna be a little